And by the way, Connor Crossan's solo home run in the bottom of the ninth inning lifted the Okotoks Dawgs to a 6-5 victory in Game 3 of the best-of-3 WCBL championship, and the Dawgs claimed their third consecutive WCBL crown. The general manager is Tyler Hollick. He returns to the RP show for the final WCBL roundup interview of the summer. Congratulations, Tyler, on the latest championship. But hey, my Millers made you sweat for it. Were you sweating Saturday night at Siemens Stadium?
Yes, of course I was. No, thank you very much for having us. And no, it was a crazy series. I mean, that was arguably the best coached team that I've seen in the league, and just a battle of two really competitive groups and two teams that really wanted it to the dire end. So no lead was safe. Even a 2-out base runner, ended up scoring at times. It was just a really entertaining series. I thought Moose Jaw was just class all the way, and obviously really thankful that we could pull out a victory in the end. But it was regardless of how it ended, it was just great baseball for a really good group of fans.
Thank you for saying that about Eric Marriott, who we love and are very proud of, and very proud of this Millers team. But in the end, the best team won. And I got to ask you this. So I'll say congratulations to the Dawgs. Of these 3 in a row, how does this one compare to the others?
I don't know if you can compare. I think it's special when you win the first time in a while, and you kind of get the energy back in the crowds, and trying to reestablish that winning culture. And then, of course, when you're on top, everybody wants to try and knock you off. So I think the repeat was really special in its own way, that we kind of solidified a really core group that showed they wanted to win, with Luther and Ricardo and Lombard and countless Dadunis, countless others. And the three-peat was something that we really wanted to try and bring back. We started in Okotoks, moving from Calgary in 2007 to 2009, and we kind of coined the phrase "repeat to three-peat." So, I mean, there was definitely some ups in the season, but there were some downs in July, and there were some times we didn't play extremely well, or the ball didn't bounce our way, and there was not doubt, but there wasn't this surefire thing as you might get another sport. Baseball can be random, and it can be very cruel. So you gotta be grateful for whenever you can get the opportunity to win, because we've been on the other side of it enough to know. But I think this year was incredibly special, just the way it ended. We Mr. Okotoks, that kid's been doing lessons in our building since he was 7 years old. He grew up through the academy, and kind of the way it all capped off in front of our crowd was pretty special, I think. So
it was a movie ending for the Dawgs, a horror film for the Millers, but as you said, just a tremendous series overall. And the thing, here's the other thing. There's a lot of teams, almost all of them, could take a victory lap for what a great season it was. Like, look at the Sylvan Lake Gulls. What was it, 44 wins, setting a WCBL record, and pushed you guys to the limit there. Hats off to them, by the way. Just Sylvan Lake and what they got going out there. It was a banner year for the whole league, Tyler. I know you know that.
Yeah, no question. I mean, you look what Sylvan did and setting the regular season win record. The Dawgs in 2022 still have the overall win record, 49. I got to throw that in there for Akil. Good buddy. But what Saskatoon did, Moose Jaw coming in, the Millers have been, at the top of our league the last 3 years, and they kind of seemed to hit a little lull in the middle of the season, and hopped into the 4 seed, and then obviously just went, got hot and ran through the entire playoffs, and attendance was great, and Lethbridge was a really solid team, and had great attendance, and just the passion and the energy around this league there's so much momentum behind it. It's really exciting to see the direction it's going.
I'll be honest, I don't know how much bigger it can get. Like with 400,000 announced in the last week of the playoffs, attendance through the turnstiles, I'm like, every stadium was sold out. I don't know how much bigger you can get. Yeah. But what would you attest this surge to in 2024?
I think it's it starts at the top. I think it's great leadership with all the governors at the league level. Kevin Kavami, the president, Mark Stiles is just finishing his first year as director of corporate partnership with the league. There's a really good group think that goes on with the quarterly AGMs, and just a lot of good baseball people and good community minded people that want to create something really special for their local community, that understand high level baseball. And I think people are really starting to catch on to that. Social media has been through the roof in the marketing of it, but it is really about playing in our park and seeing, not just specifically Okotoks, but going to Moose Jaw and experiencing what that game is like, or going to a Swift Current or a Fort McMurray or Sylvan Lake or anywhere across the league has phenomenal venues and a great ambiance. Once you go there, it's really hard not to want to go back for a date night or a family night. And I think people are really starting to catch on to that. It's Canada's premier summer league for a reason. It's extremely high level baseball, and it's a lot of fun to go out with the family. So I hope to see those numbers continue to climb. Every sign points that they will, but weather plays a role and all those great things. But we're thrilled to see it go.
Yeah, well, it was a dream summer. I already can't wait for next season. But just to talk about that championship series for a second, it really was David versus Goliath. I know the Moose Jaw thing, 35,000 people, old ballpark. We love, but it's old. Versus your ballpark, the Jewel, what everybody aspires to. But I'm standing on the concourse, Tyler, Saturday night in Game 3, chatting with fans because I'm wearing Miller's gear. They're all coming up to chat. And I'm like, oh, where are you from? They're like, came from Airdrie. Oh, where are you come? Came from Cochrane. You guys got a really big pool that you draw from. I actually thought it was just Okotoks people in the stadium until I got talking to people, and it's not. It's that whole region. What are your thoughts on that? You obviously seen the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we feel that we support, Okotoks, Foothills, Calgary surrounding area, and we have people coming from, Lethbridge to watch our games, and near Olds and Red Deer, and all the surrounding communities, Strathmore, Cochrane, obviously South Calgary, and Okotoks is our hub. But that's what John, our founding and managing director, created this thing in Okotoks. That's the point of it. It was supposed to be something is the coolest baseball program that we could create for the fans and the local community, and then for kids playing in the program. And it's really neat that the family atmosphere and kind of our shtick is family affordable fun, and we kind of become the focal point of summer in our region. We are seen as a legitimate sports franchise. Obviously, there's some juggernauts in our area with the Flames and the Stampeders, and a few others, the Surge and Cavalry and others. But a lot of people come out. We're getting 4,000 or 5,000 people a night, and as of last year, we're third in North America in college summer league. It's really neat to see kind of the community backing this college summer baseball franchise, and you can't say enough about what John and the Seaman family and others have built there to create an atmosphere for fans and families.
Well, I tell you what, I'm smiling wryly because every time I go by John Arcandia's suite, he's yelling at me to come in there. So finally, Saturday night, I'm like, let's get a picture together, John. Right? And we had the joke about being the rivals and who we wanted to win and so forth. But it's a crowded sports marketplace in Calgary, as you just mentioned. And you guys sell out all the playoff games and a lot of the regular season games. So just bravo. How's your team looking coming back? Because the Millers had to say goodbye to a lot of seniors, and it looked like you guys were too. How's the Dawgs looking for next year?
Good. I mean, I think it starts, with John. It's very passionate. We're already on the horn trying to recruit next year's team, and facilitate constant improvements within the stadium and everything. So there's no rest for the wicked. That's for sure. We're going full speed ahead. We are losing a really core group of guys with Bruner and Zadunich. Bernie was a new addition this year. Luther, obviously, Lombard. A few others, but we have some older leadership still coming back with Ricardo and Krausen and Logan Grant and many others. So we are fortunate enough to have this youth academy that is widely recognized as the top program in the country. We graduate anywhere from 20 to 25 players a year, and some of the top schools in the country. So as guys graduate from the college scene and go on to either professional baseball or just regular life after baseball, we do have a next crop of kids coming through that we're prepared to kind of infiltrate and fill in there. So excited about the future. I'm definitely going to remember some of the Dawgs greats. I think some of the best Dawgs of all time, not all by any means, but some of the best Dawgs of all time played on with this group in the second three-peat. So I'm gonna remember them and the legacy that they built for the next players coming up. But no, we're excited about the future, and our goal is to be better than we were this year. So.
Well, congratulations on another championship, Tyler. Thanks for supporting our show and all you've done for me. And enjoy the off season for what it is. We'll see you next summer.
Yeah. No, you too. Thanks for everything you guys are doing for the league. We're excited about it. So if you can't catch a game, if you haven't caught a game yet, the WCBL is the place to be. So we're excited, but we'll see everybody next summer.
Good job. Tyler Hollick, the general manager of the WCBL champion Okotoks Dawgs.